What's up guys, Manime here, and today we are talking about one of the weirdest successes in anime, Yuri on Ice. Fun fact, no actual Yuri in this anime. Caught me off guard. Anyway, you guys, Yuri on Ice went from being the butt of a joke for my fall 2016 predictions to being one of the best anime this year. And I was caught off guard. I never actually expected this show to do well or even be watchable. Yet I've watched every episode and I am completely blown away. So as usual, now I have to ask why this anime did so well, how it was accomplished, and what personally impressed me the most. This is Manime, and this is why Yuri on Ice works. So we're actually going to start off a little bit on the light side because believe it or not, this shit actually gets pretty deep. The first thing I want to talk about is the sport itself. The way the sport is shown and taught to the viewers is excellent. It's taught in small pieces throughout the show, giving us necessary information when it's needed, and thanks to this, it helps us focus much more on the story itself. Every character in the show is very distinctive and memorable. Everyone seems to have their own styles and techniques on the ice, and we get to actually watch them in action. No character is just there to lose. Honestly, when I'm watching these competitions, I really feel like I'm watching the sport live. It's pretty incredible that the creators of the show were able to achieve and maintain this illusion. Anyway, those are the two minor things I wanted to talk about before we really started talking about the story and just how many layers there are to it. In order to understand the story, we need to talk about emotion. Yuri is this character who very clearly has a lot of them. When he gets last place in the first episode, we see him crying. We see him binge eating when he's depressed. We see him incredibly nervous when he goes out on the ice. Of course, we see him constantly being swayed by his emotions. So much so that he essentially picked up ice skating in hopes of getting that girl. Yuri is a very emotional person. I don't think I need to add any more evidence. In the first few episodes, we see Victor choreograph two pieces of music. One for unrequited love and one for extremely passionate love. At first, we assume Yuri will get the unrequited piece while Yurio will get the passionate one, but they actually get swapped. This is a key moment in the show. Here we get to see just how brilliant Victor is. Despite only knowing Yuri for such a short time, he's able to comprehend that Yuri is actually an extremely emotional person despite him trying to hide it. The show is about Victor seeing the potential in Yuri and learning how to properly channel Yuri's vast amount of emotions into their art form, figure skating. It's incredible to see this transition in Yuri. He's a character who is finally coming out of his shell and truly expressing his emotions. So I do want to talk a little bit about homosexuality in this show. This season seemed to run rampant with shows that are either about yaoi bait or some sort of homosexuality, but Yuri on Ice did it the best by far. This might honestly be the best piece I've seen about homosexuality in anime. The show definitely has some strong homosexual undertones, but that's not what the show is predominantly about on the outermost layer. The outermost layer of the show is about characters comprehending what their weakness is and finding a way to turn it into their strength. Yuri is an emotional human being, and thanks to this, every time he competes, the thought of failure looms over him. Victor is able to come in and help him skate through his emotions by changing the reason why he skates. Instead of skating to win, Yuri skates for Victor. Yuri never loses or gains any emotions. He doesn't lose his fears to compete, it is merely changed from his fears of loss to his fears of disappointment in Victor. Through the directional change of emotions brought on by Victor, this brings out the best in Yuri. Believe it or not, this is all a giant metaphor for coming out of the closet. You may think that stuff was just yaoi bait, but it actually has a deeper meaning, which is ingenious. When it comes to coming out of the closet, the fear about you coming out into society and the way people's views about you will change generally want some people to stay hidden inside their closet. But by suppressing yourself, you will never truly blossom and find out who you really are. You need to not worry about what other people think. You just need to shift your emotions in the way that will help you become the best person you can be. Not everyone gets a Victor to help walk you through the process. Sorry if this got a little preachy at the end, but it's rare that a show is so clever. I never expected so many underlying themes in a show that was honestly supposed to be just a bunch of yaoi bait. I'm really glad to see that shows that are truly excellent do so well amongst the anime community. To me, that really says something about the kind of community we have here. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the 12 days of anime. Please subscribe. Please. I generally upload 2 videos a week, this week being the exception where I'll be uploading daily until Christmas. As usual, make sure you guys share, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Manime Matt. Make sure you guys stay man, go watch that goddamn anime!